everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name's Hermione, and over 2 years ago now I bought what was a crumbly old Victorian house, but is now kind of coming together to feel a lot more like a home. And today I wanted to do an updated home tour to show you all where I'm at with the house renovation. It is not finished, but it is a lot better. So I think, hopefully, fingers crossed, if I get all of the things I want to get done this year, then hopefully this will be the penultimate house tour before like the proper one. And if you're new here, you'd be forgiven for not knowing that I do like the colour pink. Anyone who's been here for a while will know that. So there are pops of pink and very girly things here and there throughout my house because I am a millennial and I live on my own and I'm loving every second of it, and you know what, I really love a good hit of man repellent pink once in a while around my house. So without further ado, let's jump in and I'm going to show you my house. Okay, so this is what you see when you first come through the front door. This is my hallway. On the right hand side we have the sitting room, the dining room, and at the back the kitchen, and then we've got the staircase that goes to the upstairs. On the left hand side here I've got an art piece, an entryway table, and all of my shoes go here and hidden away in this basket. So there are two very striking original features in this hallway. The first thing I'm going to show you is this cornicing or like decorative moulding up here. I love this, and I have this IKEA lamp bulb coming from the top there, although the electricians haven't done a very good job of putting that in. And then the banister is original mahogany. That was the first thing I got secured when I got into the house, and my carpenter did a really lovely job of polishing this up. I did get carpet put on the stairs and in the rooms upstairs, and because the hallway, the flooring was in such bad condition, I just carpeted this section because it wasn't going to cost much more. And it's kind of like a woven carpet, so it's quite a nice one. I'm not really a fan of carpet, but I do like this type. As you might have seen recently, I got the doors refinished and it's all looking a lot more smart than it was before. If you come around here, this leads to the kitchen, and I've got a mirror here. I want to replace this with some family photos at some point in time. And then this is an under the stairs cabinet. It's full of paint, so we won't look in there. This is my DIY supply cupboard. And then this is what it looks like from the other side. So let's go through to the sitting room. So as you come into the sitting room, on the left hand side you're greeted by my beautiful BTS calendar. And then you have the main living room. I love this space so much. I mean, you can tell it's a bit mix and match. Every single piece of furniture in here, minus the fireplace and the mirror, was a hand-me-down. So I'm really pleased I was able to use so many bits that were given to me by relatives. At some point I would love to change the couches out a little bit and just make it a bit more me, but for the time being it works really well. It saved me a lot of money and it's been a fun challenge to style it up continuously. And continuous it has been, because you might have seen I painted this feature wall a while ago. It's kind of like a cool bluish grey. I'm kind of sad I didn't bring it across the whole room, but I think it might have been a bit overkill. This is my favourite thing about the room. The insert was from an antique shop and the mantle was from a buy and sell website. It was only £20. And recently you might have seen I've added the mirror on top. That was £10 in a charity shop. I'd like to gold leaf it one day, but the silver's kind of cool, so I'm just enjoying it, even though it doesn't match the gold on the inside of my lampshade. I just put this up temporarily to cover the chandelier. Not that I don't like it, I just wanted a bit of a change. As you can tell, ceiling rose still needs to be done. I need to get professional to do that. And I probably talked about this in a DIY-ery, but I need to get all of this skirting board done. It's gonna be done in the next few months. I've got like 3 different types going around the whole room. But but it can be quite expensive. It's a big undertaking and it's gonna completely cause chaos, so I haven't had it done yet. I really love this corner of the room because I can always style it up with different pieces, and it's always just fun to have a little bit of a play around with what's on the shelves. I did have a little bookshelf here to cover up the skirting board. It belonged to my great-grandmother. I've moved it, you'll see it in a minute, but I just put that chair there so the chair isn't in the way anymore. But now I sit in the chair all the time, despite the fact I have so many sofas in here. I really like this little corner. So yeah, it looks a bit odd, but it's really comfortable. And then over here we've got the coffee table. I keep it kind of empty. And this is my view when I'm watching the TV. Sometimes I like to change out the bits on the wall here. I've got a few decorative items over here. But yeah, this is what the other side of the room looks like. And the TV, oh my god, the TV is the coolest thing ever. I did work with LG on a video a few months ago and they gifted me this incredible TV. It just makes the space more usable. It's not really like a formal living room, it's more of a den. And then let's look at the dining room, my least favorite space. So I had this massive hole knocked through the wall here, as you can see. So there's much more light coming into both of these rooms now. And the dining room has just never really had a full makeover. I've tried. I've painted the walls a few different times. So I've just decided I'm gonna keep it as it is until it's time to give it a proper makeover. And all of the furniture in here, once again, was hand-me-downs, which I'm very pleased. I was really pleased to have this stuff. But I just haven't tackled the dining room yet because none of the stuff in here is truly my style. And I really don't know what to do with the space. So I thought we got two options. One, keep it as a dining room and just streamline it a bit more, make it a bit more my style. My second option, because I don't even use this as a dining room anyway, is to get rid of the table completely, keep the buffet for storage, and then set up like a little seating area and maybe a desk, and then I can have an editing space. So let me know in the comments down below what you think I should do with this space, and I'll finally tackle it at some point soon. But before I do, the skirting board is going to get completely ripped out and changed late spring. It was gonna happen a few months ago, but we had a few hiccups, so that's gonna get done. This I will figure out hopefully in a few months' time, and then we can get around to doing a makeover. So this is the kitchen. It might not show up too well on camera as it's not very well lit. It's kind of dark at this time of the day, but I really think that this is the area that's had the most dramatic transformation of the whole house. So let's start from over here. Most recently I had the doors done. They look so much nicer. And late last year I got these shelves in a reclamation yard, so I put them up on the wall and I absolutely love these. This is my favorite corner of the kitchen. The telegram board was from my family's old hotel years and years ago, so it's really nice that it's got a new lease of life in my kitchen. And I love having open shelving because it's just so fun to be able to play around with it. I decided not to get the wall cabinets up at the top because I just thought it would kind of close the space in a bit, and as you can tell it's a little bit dark in here anyway. It's just the dark end of the house, there's not much I can do about it. But I've still got tons of storage because this is a really huge space. The cabinets were from IKEA, and then I just changed out the drawer pulls. They're from Heritage Brass. I got them from a local distributor and they make all the difference. This is where all of the handles are from in my whole house, including the ones on the door too. Excuse my dirty minky cloth just chilling out, but the sink is the double Dom stove from IKEA and I absolutely love it. I'm so pleased I got this one. I think having shaker style cabinets instead of a modern kitchen just goes really well with the house. The cooker was also a bargain at 50% off in IKEA because one of these knobs is just attached badly, but it works. And I also got the tiles at a really discounted price. They're Laura Ashley, but it was the last few boxes they had, so I think I got them for about half off. And they're the kind of perfectly imperfect tiles. I really like them. On the other side of the kitchen, I've got this going on. Now, I did get a new piece of furniture here. This is my grandma and grandpa's old Welsh dresser. That used to be over there. And now this one I'm gonna give to my nan. So it's not really meant to be there. So let's just pretend it doesn't exist for the time being. Once it's gone, the kitchen's gonna feel a lot more open again. And as you can see, This is just mainly mugs and tea and coffee making supplies. I have a couple of cheeky mugs in there, don't mind those. And my grandma's old wooden rocking horse, which I thought would be nice at home in her cabinet. And you guys might remember my IKEA butcher block hack. This was my nan's and she let me flip it and I really loved how it turned out. There is an old video on my channel of how I did this, so I'll try and link it down below. I do need a new fridge at some point. This one doesn't work very well, but I'm really pleased that I have it. It was a hand-me-down from my aunt and uncle when they moved, so thank you for that. It does the job. And then you can walk through to the breakfast nook. I had this massive hole made in the wall so that you could see all the way through, and it made it a bit more open plan. The breakfast nook is pretty simple. There's not really much going on here, just a ton of plants and a table and chairs. And as you turn around the corner, we've got a little laundry area and not much going on here either. To be honest, I'm a little bit bored with this space. I'd love to do something else in here. I just don't feel like there's much going on. So maybe sometime in the summer I will have a little bit of fun and do something with the table, do something with the walls. But this space has remained relatively untouched since I did it, except for the floor, which was a new addition. My laundry area works really well. As you can see, I'm doing my laundry. Don't look too close. My door needs another coat of paint as well, and I haven't even done the back of it. Doors are such a nightmare, but there we go. This is the little bathroom, which I really enjoyed doing a makeover on, but now it is holding a clothes area and a bag full of garden cushions. I need to figure out how I can store these in the winter so we can actually use this all year round. That would be nice. Yeah, that's my little bathroom. It is really cute, but it doesn't get used. I would like to tidy this up when the summer rolls around and I can put the cushions back out. But for now, we'll close that. Okay, so let's go upstairs and I'll show you what's going on up there. So when you get to the top of the stairs, I've got this little landing area here. This is where I put my great grandmother's bookshelf, and I've got all of, well, not all of, some of my books here, which I've kind of arranged by colour just for fun. And then as you come around here, got a few more steps that go up to the top. So this horrible little corner is the Monica Geller closet. It's got the boiler in it, and it used to be a toilet, and it's gonna become a toilet again at some point soon. But at the moment I've got a few suitcases and things in there, and some old renovation stuff that I need to take to the recycling centre. I know it looks bad, and I'd like to close the door and pretend it doesn't exist, but I can't even close the door at the moment. As you come out of there though, I have a few steps that go up here, and this is the upstairs hallway, which is a lot more tranquil and peaceful. I have a picture of my nan and a mirror, hello. And then the upstairs looks like this. So this section, this will eventually become my linen closet, so I'll finally have somewhere to put all my linens and my cushions. I did give this a brief makeover when I first moved in, just to get rid of the musty smell. But then it accumulated stuff. And as you can see, there's not really much in here. It just accumulated a lot of tins of paint, and then one of my family friends was doing some tile work for me and left all his stuff here, which I've only just got rid of. So this is a project that I'm gonna tackle. And then we have the bathroom, and this is really hard to show you because my camera doesn't have a wide angle lens, but I'll do my best. I got the grey tiles from Laura Ashley. They are my favorite tiles. I love them so much. I almost want to get the dark color ones for when I do the other bathroom. This room gets a lot of light, so I went for like a medium grey on the wall so it wasn't too white in here. I love the overhead shower. This is the best decision I made in the whole bathroom. This is amazing, and this is what the bath looks like. It's been tidier, I'll be honest, but it's a real house tour. On this wall here I've got this IKEA hack shelf that I made, and I love being able to put all of my skincare products on there so I can just grab them. This is the sink and the unit that I got from the charity shop recently so I could spread my clutter around and house my many face masks. Sorry if that triggers you, I know I have too many face masks, but they bring me joy. This has been the best thing I've done in the bathroom. It's so handy with the drawers. But yeah, this is the bathroom. I haven't really got anything else to do up here except add a tiny bit of skirting board around there, but I'll get to that at some point. As you come out of the bathroom, my bedroom is over here. This is what you see when you come into my bedroom. I won't bore you with this too much because I did recently do a makeover in here and I got it to a place where I'm really happy with it. You might have seen me paint the door pink and put this up and sort the tables and the beds. But yeah, this is my bedroom and I love this space. It's so calm and peaceful in here. I kept the walls really neutral. They're ever so slightly off-white, so it's not too clinical in here. It gives the space a bit of warmth, but then I painted most of the furniture white so it looked nice and spacious. And once again, all of my furniture was hand-me-downs and I painted most of it, except this piece, because this is an antique and it's absolutely stunning. I would not touch this with a single speck of paint. I think it's my favorite thing in here. And this is just the other side of the room. Let's go to the guest bedroom. Okay, the storm's gotten pretty bad, so it's really dark in here. And I'm currently packing to go on holiday, so I was gonna overlay some clips to show you what this room should look like. So this is what it looked like when I did a makeover in here recently. I did a gallery wall and I really loved that project. And the room has stayed basically the same since, except I borrowed the headboard from my bedroom, so I'm gonna put a different one there. But yeah, it is very dark in here, so I can't properly show it to you, but this is the guest bedroom. Okay, now let's go down to my office. This is that little corridor that I recently decluttered. You'll be pleased to know it still looks basically exactly the same. I haven't added any more stuff in here, but I do want to give it a makeover at some point soon. This room right here is my next big project, but that's going to be a bit tricky. Let me explain. Oh, I really don't want to show you this. My family are currently storing all of their files in here, and they're going to get rid of them very soon, but this is the room. You really can't see it very well. There's too much stuff in here and it's far too dark. I'll try and insert some pictures of what it looked like when I first got the place if I can find them, because it's basically the same but just with a bunch of files. And I stacked up some boxes of Christmas decorations in here. I was like, why not? Yeah, so this is the room we don't talk about, but it's gonna have a makeover very soon. So for the time being, we're gonna keep this closed. And then my office, and this structurally is completely done. Nothing left to be done in here. I will say this though, I do all of my DIYs in here, so I often have like boxes and baskets full of DIY supplies that I'm currently working on, so it's not the tidiest room in the house. I didn't want to show you this, but this is currently what I'm working on. But when I'm working on projects, I keep them in like separate boxes so that I can just push them away when I'm kind of halfway through. Anyway, this is my favorite area of the office. It's my filming background. Luckily, you can only see it from here on up when I'm doing my intros. This is slowly becoming a shrine, but I'm okay with it. And when they're not being used, all of my DIY supplies can be found in here. This is all DIY stuff. So is this. And then this is my feature wall. I really love this. It ties in the grey sofa. I love having a sofa in here. It's really nice to be able to lounge while I'm working. If I were to do anything in the future, I'd probably get rid of this and build some kind of storage for all of my craft supplies. This was in the house when I bought the house, and I just made do with it, painted it and used it, and it's been fine up until now. So yeah, that is my office. And you know what, I've had to kind of accept that it's a creative space and it's never going to be perfectly tidy because it's always in use, but this is what it looks like on a moderately good day, I guess. So that was my house. Thank you guys for letting me show you around and for letting me show you the whole process of doing up this house. As you can see, I've definitely got some more rooms to renovate and a few things up my sleeve that I would like to complete. in the house, so stay tuned because I'm going to try and do some of those projects very soon. At some point I'll probably make a video explaining what the next step is for this house, because I have mentioned that I'm not going to live here forever. Sadly, I wish I could pick this house up and take it with me wherever I went, but I do live on an island and it's starting to become quite apparent that I can't live here forever because everyone's leaving and it's not practical. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon though. I did just renew the mortgage a few months ago. But yeah, if you want to hear me babble about that, let me know in the comments. I think it might be way too much for this already long video. Yeah. Anyway, that's the house. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great week and see you next time. Bye.